Greetings, YouTube. This is the day in the life video I was talking about recently. And I am beginning now. It is 7:14 in the morning. A time that should never happen. As you can guess, I'm not a morning person. I am a late night, sleep all morning until noon person. I have just as much of a day, just different parts of it. Anyway, the day is beginning, and I need to stumble into the other room and get some coffee made, and proceed to start with the ugly process of waking up, because I actually do have things I need to be doing, as you will see. Oh, well, an essential part of any day is a pot of coffee to start it off with. And yeah, my kitchen isn't exactly what you'd call cleaned up. I have this bad habit of looking at the dishes and saying, I'll do it later. And the reason for that is simple. I don't like doing it. And so things tend to pile up sometimes for a couple of days. Occasionally they'll pile up even more. And then I'll get this wild bit of activity on and get it all caught up, because I've gotten tired of looking at it. I should probably get tired of looking at it a little more often, but oh well. By the way, this is not actually Folgers. I saved the Folgers jar and I put the cheap store brand coffee in it, just because that container is easier to deal with. And now, whilst the coffee brews, I need to start the desktop computer. Oh, okay. And so we start the computer. Turn that around. Okay. I'm very blurry this morning. Of course, part of it has to do with being up until 1 o'clock this morning on my live stream on Twitch TV. And it was cool though, because all of the trackbed that I've built so far, all 7,800 plus blocks of it, well, it's 7,800 on the x-axis and about roughly 1,000 or so on the z-axis, and but all of it that I've built so far now has track on it. Oh yes. You know, I remember when things were simple enough that you didn't need to have a password on your computer. Anytime today. And so, what I'm getting ready to do now, while my coffee is yet brewing, is I'm going to get into Minecraft 1.3 or beta 1.3_01, and I'm going to get going with the next episode of Remembering Beta, because I'm in that series. I'm getting set up to build a minecart track. I build a lot of minecart tracks. Have you noticed that? I have. Let's see. Beta 1.3. Yes, log in. All right. So now I'm going to get this going. Then a Kerbal space program video. And once those two are uploaded, who knows what I might do. I might actually get in the kitchen and get the dishes caught up and finish cleaning up the kitchen and so on. What a concept, huh? And so, we come to that all-important part of every day. That very, very important part of every day. And that is the first mug of coffee of the day. The elixir of wakefulness. And yes, by the way, I actually use a measuring spoon to dish out the sugar. A one tablespoon measure, and a tablespoon is 2 teaspoons. 3 of them for that mug because it holds 3 cups of coffee. I tried using 1 cup coffee cups, you know. I've actually got some in here, and I've been using these tall mugs for so long that I just can't. 1 cup of coffee just doesn't cut it. Milk that up real good. And I'm sure somebody out there just said, well, you killed it with the milk. No, I didn't. I made it with the milk. Because I like it that way. All right. Now, to finish waking up. And so, having just recorded about 39 minutes of Minecraft Beta 1.3 for the Remembering Beta series. Time to import that footage into the editor and craft that into an episode. And I figure I'm actually liable to use most of this footage in this episode, make it a little bit longer than usual. I had a pretty good run this time. There isn't a whole lot of stuff I'm going to have to edit out. I might speed a few things up, but other than that, I've got a very minimal work edit going on here, so that should take care of that. And so now, it's time to get busy editing. And now, it's time, now that I've got the Remembering Beta episode edited and it's rendering, it's time for the Breakfast of Champions. And in this case, this is El Cheapo Polish sausage links, pan-fried butter, served on El Cheapo wheat sandwich bread with mustard and a little bit of salt. And you may ask, why do I not have a more traditional breakfast like cereal or eggs or something? Well, eggs are really, really expensive these days, and so I buy a dozen eggs maybe every couple of months. And cereal, well, while I actually like cereals, quite a number of them, I have a problem in that I can't eat cereal without putting way too much sugar on it. So a couple of years ago, I pretty much stopped eating it. It's better for me to just go without all those tons and tons of sugar and just have something else. And besides, I love this Polish sausage stuff. I've realized that this El Cheapo thing isn't near as good as the more expensive real Polish sausage stuff, but these will do in a pinch. And they do make a really good breakfast. And sit down with a few of these and
watch a video or 2 or 3 or whatever, and just kick back and enjoy. And that's what I'm going to do. Get these things finished up a little bit here. Cook them to where there's a little bit of a light char on them, not much. And then, like I said, serve them up on the wheat bread with the mustard and a touch of salt. Sit down and watch a couple episodes of Farlands or Bust.
Well, here we are, 42 degrees, and I see a disappointing sight. The yard next door has finally been cut. Normally that would be a good thing, but it emphasizes the fact that mine is beginning to grow again. And I'm going to probably have to get it cut at least one more time this year. In the meantime, I have got the next episode of Kerbal Space Program uploading, after which I'll be working on Minecraft, and of course the editing and uploading of this video, which is going to happen after I crawl under some covers and warm up taking a nap, because it's fucking cold in there. This here is another example of one of the was gonnas, because the was gonna I was gonna do is I was going to get into Minecraft and work on the gold farm in my main world and get that video put together. But I just spent the last 3 hours waiting for this Kerbal Space Program video to upload, during which time I could accomplish nothing because, well, the system is busy, and if I try to record while that other stuff is going on, I'm going to have frame rate losses, video quality losses, and all that good stuff, and I don't want to do that, so I have to wait. And so, out of sheer aggravation, I am creating one of my own was gonnas, and a was gunna created by aggravation and irritation and so on. I was going to do that, but what I am going to do right now is crank up twitch.tv/tinfoilchef and start a live stream, and I'm going to do that for a little while before I get into the thing that I was going to do, because I am going to do that. It is an am gonna and is going to happen, but it's also currently, temporarily, a was gonna. And so I think that I'm going to go ahead and bring this day in the life video project pretty much to a close. I don't know if I've actually gotten a complete composite day's worth of stuff here, but there is a fairly good-sized amount of stuff. And if I don't close the project, it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger, and next thing you know, it'll be a week in the life and nobody will want to watch it. So I'm going to pretty much go ahead and do that. I have had pretty much a very slow kind of day today. It's been bleh the whole time. I think part of it is that we're experiencing the first of the steel gray winter skies, and that makes for a dreary, gloomy-ish kind of day. And that's what it's been all day. The steel gray skies of winter, cloud cover. I think there's been some intermittent rain in the area. Certainly there's been rain in the western part of the state. And I don't know if we're going to get more of that or not. And then of course there's that wonderful bit where the house next door that gets the lawn cut like twice a year got it cut today, and that was like so thrilling. And now normally it would be a good thing for that tall grass to be cut, but the problem is I was counting on that tall grass to call attention away from however tall my grass is, so that I wouldn't have to cut it anytime quite nearly as soon. And of course that's different now. Mine is no longer the short grass, it is the reasonably short grass. It's growing because of the rain, but that super tall grass next door isn't there to make it look really short. Anyway,
I'm babbling, I know, and I don't care. It's just been one fun adventure after another. Like, for example, I got that Kerbal Space Program video done and started uploading it, and then when the upload is finished, I go to do the final bits of setup before it gets published and so on. And this is when I noticed I uploaded it to the wrong channel. And so I had to delete it and then re-upload it on the right channel. That's aggravating. That is really aggravating. Because it's like a 30-35 minute video, and it takes almost an hour and a half, 2 hours to upload a 30-minute video. This is, by the way, one of the reasons why I'm actually wanting to kind of cut back the length of my game videos, because it takes so flippin' long to upload the things. And especially since YouTube's uploader is really basically broken. It hasn't worked right for me for a couple of months. Yeah, well. Anyway, that's about the size of it. On the subject of the chip-in widget, tomorrow I'm going to be writing text that will be going on the page where that widget goes, and some more text that will go on the widget itself, and so on, and I will get that thing created and put in place, and probably talk about it in an upcoming video once it's there, and so on. And so, yeah. Anyway, don't mind me. It's been one of those really kind of blech days, and I can tell it's showing in the way I'm sounding, looking, and acting right now. Sorry about that. It's just bleh. Bad days, they happen. Blah days happen, and this is one of those. Alright. In any event, before I make you wish you hadn't watched the video, I will say thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Be sure to take 1 second and hit that like button. It really does help a lot. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here. And by the way, I'm really not always all this.